Hi guys, I'm Jyotsna and today I'm going to be talking about the book that has completely transformed my life. So, Atomic Habits by James Clear is actually a very popular book for self help or self improvement. This is a book that I read for sure once in a year because I really have to revise all the methods that I've learned in this book, and they're so practical, so simple, yet so effective in my life. And I try to incorporate all of these in my daily routine every single day. So, I wanted to share with you guys all the practical and the useful tips from Atomic Habits that has totally transformed my life, and I'm sure it's going to transform yours. So, according to James Clear, the writer of Atomic Habits, he says that small but consistent habits are the ones that give rise to remarkable results. So, for example, your goal is to lift heavier weights and you have just started weight training. So, what you want to do is gradually progress. So, you can start with a 2 kg dumbbell, then go for 5, and then go for 10, and so on. So, as soon as 2 or 5 gets easier, that's when you can start picking up the 10 kg dumbbell. Whereas, if you just started day 1 trying to lift 10 kg dumbbell, you obviously cannot. So, it is nothing but these small, consistent habits of just trying to push yourself out of your comfort zone just a little bit and not way too much is when you start seeing remarkable results. So basically 1% better gives you 37x result. So James Clear highlights that this is a two-step process of self-development, which is number 1, decide the type of person you want to be, and number 2, you need to prove it to yourself with small wins. So for example, your goal is to lose weight. Obviously it is a common goal that everybody has it, but not everybody is able to achieve it because it is an unrealistic goal where you're not actually trying to become the person who loses weight. So for example, if your goal is to lose weight, you need to start training, you need to start eating nutritious food, you need to start being a healthy person. As soon as you have that mindset change where you want to become that person who wants to be fit, who wants to train well, who wants to lift heavy weights, and who eats healthy food, has a healthy lifestyle, and you associate yourself as a healthy person, that's when you see the results and that's when you start losing weight. So instead of focusing on the goals, you need to focus on the system, you need to focus on the person that you want to become. Simple method that you can use in order to develop a positive habit and to automate it into your life is using the method habit stacking. So habit stacking is basically setting your routine in such a manner that it is equally lined up and it's something that you do every day, so much that it unconsciously becomes sort of automatic in your daily routine. For example, every single time you get up, you know you immediately have to go to the washroom and brush your teeth. So it's something that you unconsciously do it because you've been doing it for several years. So James Clear mentions the same thing about habit development. You need to start doing it every single day and stack it along with your daily set of habits that you already follow. So for example, you want to meditate for 1 minute every single day in the morning. So you need to set your daily routine in such a manner or write it down somewhere so that you always remember and you follow it for the first couple of days. Is I am going to meditate for 1 minute, after which I'm going to go and brush my teeth. After brushing my teeth for 5 minutes, I'm going to go and drink a cup of green tea or coffee, whatever, for 10 minutes. After drinking my cup of coffee for 10 minutes, I'm going to read the newspaper for 5 minutes. Do you see what I did here? You might be someone who already gets up automatically, brushes their teeth and drinks a cup of coffee every day and probably uses a smartphone. So by just changing that habit of you using a smartphone, I've just added 2 other habits, which is meditating for 1 minute before brushing your teeth and reading the newspaper or reading the news while sipping your coffee. So just this small alternative changes of putting in the new habits that you want to develop with already existing habits that are sort of automated in your life has changed my life so much because I was never in the habit of meditating every single day. Now I use an app called Headspace and it really helps me, and I sort of stay accountable on my Instagram stories with you guys, where I post every single time I finish my meditation. Meditate every single day before brushing my teeth. So as soon as I wake up, no matter if it's a 5-minute meditation or a 10-minute meditation, I have trained my mind in such a manner that I meditate first and then I go use the washroom. The method is the 2-minute rule, which basically says start a new habit, just do it for 2 minutes every single day till you feel okay and comfortable to prolong it for longer. For example, you want to read more books, but you know that you're too lazy and you cannot read and you're just going to doze off after the first page or maybe after reading only the first sentence. So if you're like that, all you have to do is just time yourself, put a timer if you really need to, do it for 2 minutes each day. 2 minutes is hardly what, like 120 seconds. So just time yourself and plan in such a manner where you're doing it only for 2 minutes each day, and gradually, slowly, I'm sure after like a couple of days it'll get so much easier to read one page that you're going to be like, okay, I think this is easy, I can do 2 pages, I can do 3 pages, I can read 5 pages. And that's how you'll gradually increase your pace. You're going to plan for 2 minutes, you are likely to continue it, and maybe even gradually after a couple of days start increasing that to 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Another method that I really like is tracking habits. And by tracking habits, I don't mean just tracking the good habits, but also tracking a bad habit just to see if you're eliminating in your life or not. So habit tracker is very effective. I've talked about this in my previous videos as well. It's one of the ways that I remain productive every single day, because I know that I'm sort of accountable in a way to track all the habits that I'm good at. The only thing that you do want to be careful about is don't put way too many habits, because you're just going to discontinue it at some point of time. I just keep 5 habits on a daily basis that I like tracking. Number 1 is workout. Number 2 is journaling, because I really want to journal every single night before I fall asleep. Number 3 is meditation, which is sort of automated in my life right now. I don't even have to track it, I think. And number 4 is no sugar. So this is something that I'm still struggling with. It's a bad habit. I want to cut down and consume sugar less in my life now. So this is something that I've added in my habit tracker. And as you can see, I'm not that regular, but I'm at least being honest and tracking it just to be clear. And just tracking it has helped me kind of cut down sugar, at least from what I was consuming earlier. So earlier it used to be almost every day, but now I consume it only 3 or 4 times a week. So in a way, I'm at least able to track my progress, and I know gradually I'll come to a point where I'm only consuming sugar maybe once or twice a week. So this is how I sort of track my habits on a daily basis, and I also review it after every month just to check if I'm being consistent with my habits or not. So maybe you want to develop the habit of writing more. You have been into creative writing when you were a child and you want to start journaling again, maybe before bedtime. So all you have to do is, number 1, make it obvious, that is, place your journal on your bed, and every single time when you're coming to your bed to sleep, remind yourself that you have to journal for at least 5 minutes before you go to sleep. So you can start down by just like writing 2 sentences, or you don't even have to write 2 sentences. I started off by writing just 1 sentence, things that I'm grateful for today, or what I'm grateful for today. So I just write down, I'm grateful for dash dash dash, and that's it. That's how I started. So you can start as small as that. Step 2 is make it attractive, and I make journaling very attractive by just buying very cute and colorful journals or planners. I am crazy about stationery, so you'll always find me searching for the best planner or the cute planner. So when you have a cute planner on your bed, it sort of becomes automatic for you to grab it and to write something or to read something that you've already written. I also make sure that I keep a pen on top of my journal or on top of my planner, so I know that I can plan things or I can write whatever I want to before I go to bed. 3 is to make it easy. So obviously making it can't get as easier as sitting on your bed and writing something. If I had to come all the way back to my table, or I have to go all the way to another room to find my journal, I am sure I'm not going to do it, or I'm not going to finish writing that day. So I make it very, very easy by just putting it near my nightstand or putting it on my bed or near my pillow. So I know that it's very easy to just grab and start writing immediately. Step 4 is to make it satisfying. So every single time I write something in my journal, I also write like 5-6 things that I'm grateful for. So for example, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my friends, I'm grateful for the workout that I did today, I'm grateful for reading an amazing book that I learned so much from. So whatever it is, I write like 4 or 5 things that I'm super grateful for, and it just uplifts my mood and makes me so happy. So in a way, my reward here is feeling a lot better, having a very good sleep, and just getting happier, something that really helps with my mental health. Again, counter to that, if you want to sort of eradicate and you want to take away some of your bad habits, maybe like eating junk food or maybe consuming sugar or carbs like me, so if you want to do that, again, it's a totally opposite but again a 4-step process. Step number 1 is making it invisible. Step number 2 is making it unattractive. Step number 3 is making it difficult. And step number 4 is making it unsatisfying. So this is how you can follow if you want to remove a bad habit. In order to be very consistent and in order to sort of be regular with your habits that you're trying to develop, you need to start practicing it on a daily basis, and you need to sort of ensure that it's getting automated at some point of time. So for example, I am meditating for 10 minutes now. It used to be just a minute or 2 minutes and I used to struggle, but now it is so easy and so automatic that as soon as I wake up, I have a reminder from Headspace. I just open that, whatever new meditation is for the day, I get notified about it. I just open that and I finish the meditation right in bed itself and then go brush my teeth. You can see my habit has sort of become automatic, and I somehow tend to do it unconsciously now and as soon as I wake up. So that is how you would want to make all of your habits become. Like at some point of time you want them to be super automatic. You can also apply this in other areas of your life. So for example, you want to become a minimalist, and you can start practicing the fact that every time you buy a new dress, you ensure that you're getting rid of your other 2 older dresses. So this is a way that you can sort of become a minimalist and at the same time gradually make lifestyle changes, lifestyle improvements in your life. So that was it. I hope you guys liked it. Atomic Habits is that one book that I recommend every friend of mine to buy and read. I actually own the physical copy, but I can't find it right now. I think I left it somewhere else, but I do have the ebook as well. So I would say that if you really want to change your life and have some practical yet effective methods to do it, then you need to read this book. This book covers everything in so much more detail, so I'm sure that you're gonna find this very helpful and useful. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Lots of love. Bye.